Now, this next story is for anyone who has ever thought, I wish I could do that, but I'm too old now. Pumla Ntikinca, born in Mount Frere in the Eastern Cape, could teach us a thing or two about not letting age limit us. At 75, she has just achieved her clinical master's in Advanced Midwifery from UKZN, and she joins me now. Thank you so much for joining us to tell us about your remarkable achievement. So many people would let their age stop them from studying in their 70s. What made you decide to study on?
I think it's the passion and knowing and realizing that the study that you're doing is so important and is necessary to improve future education and practice of advanced midwives.
I was fascinated to read about your study, which was an exploration of attitudes of nurses in the way they assessed pain in neonates. So in other words, understanding what pain tiny babies experience when they were born. Just tell us very briefly and very simply what you learned.
Is that the first a few days after birth, from day 0 to day 28, is the most crucial period where one can prevent all these adverse consequences that we usually find in an older age of most children and adults.
So what is a child's, a baby, a neonate's experience of pain at that time? Do they feel more pain or less pain than we would as adults?
They do feel more pain because in our understanding now of the neurophysiology, which means the functioning of the brain, in how it influences the body and the body systems, how they function. At this stage, there is a little bit of a problem because of the immaturity of the nerves that leave the brain to the various structures of the body, the various organs.
It sounds completely fascinating. So sorry, carry on.
It is. So it is important now for nurses and physicians to know the influence of this immature nervous system of a neonate, how it differs from that of an adult and an elder child, you know, because development continues even after birth.
It's completely fascinating, but you are also completely fascinating. You know, it was so interesting. I spoke a little earlier to Mbali Ntuli, who's going to be contesting for the DA leadership position. She's in her early 30s, and one of the things she's told all the time is, oh, you're so young.
I love that young woman, you know. I love her. I've only seen her on TV, but I'm impressed by the, you know.
It makes me wonder about, you know, we're told, oh, you're too young to do this or you're too old to do that. And I'm wondering, did you experience any prejudice? People saying, oh, you can't study. You're in your 70s. You should just give it up now and retire. Did you experience anything like that?
Yes, although people were not so open about saying it, but you would see that people say, oh, man, why are you bothering yourself about this? After all, you have been teaching, you are qualified, you've got other degrees, other qualifications, and you have been a good teacher. Why worry so much about this now instead of just relaxing? Because you are already being retired, you know?
Well, I would imagine that studying does keep you young, even though as one gets older, I certainly find I get more and more tired. But I want to ask you what your message is to someone who is considered by most people to either be too young to do something or too old. What would you say to that person who wants to achieve a specific goal?
I think it's the inward motivation that will always carry you through. Whether you are too young to do a bigger task, and believing in yourself, and exerting yourself, and have a specific goal to reach in life, then nothing can stop you.
Well, I think you're an absolute marvel and a total inspiration to me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for chatting to us. Pumla Ntikinca, she's just completed her clinical masters in Advanced Midwifery from UKZN at the age of 75.